A great history, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the stage, the Honourable Tim Fischer.
There's a great Italian word, basta. It means enough. To Don and to John. Government Senator Bridget McKenzie, Victoria, Michael Danby, MP, who I've liaised with us on these matters over many years, the Honourable Philip from the State Parliament Upper House, and also representing the Brighton Cemetery in his particular province. Professor Roland Perry, patron, book author, Michael Bennett, direct descendant of Bertha, daughter of, and therefore direct descendant of John Monash and Vic Monash. Judy Landau from Vajex. Peter Whitelaw is also an ex-OTU graduate involved with the Shrine for 21 years from Skyville near Windsor. Is the correct pronunciation, minor matter. But great to see two Jeffreys here, Jeffrey Rosenfeld, General, and Jeffrey Allard from the RAAF, Commodore, and last night, Sam Lipsky has surfaced. Where are you, Sam? I saw you earlier. Right up the back there, on the extreme right wing. You should be more in the middle there, Sam. A bit of a worry. All of you, welcome, and particularly Laurie Henry, historian from Jerilderie, to who we owe a lot of tracing those critical years when John Monash was growing up in Jerilderie, and Craig Moffat, the council manager, and it's the original house he grew up in is next to the newsagent in the main street of Jerilderie. You won't miss it. It is called Jerilderie Street, Jerilderie. I have suggested they might like to rename it, but we'll leave that aside today. I simply want to welcome you all. I thank you all for coming on this Sunday morning. I know there's the big remembrance activity out at Springvale as well. And I'm going to give you a surprise. Here is a declaration, words direct from the Honourable Josh Frydenberg. He's authorised me to table them here today. Quote Josh, "With the centenary of armistice soon upon us, it will prompt us to reassess the events of that time and build momentum for the posthumous promotion of Sir John Monash to Field Marshal, in accord with the Jerilderie proposition. Such an act by the PM and the Australian Parliament, bipartisan it will need to be, will not change history per se, but will complete it, preserving in our nation's memory the rightful place of a very special man. Acknowledging Field Marshal John Monash would also be a fitting tribute to the hundreds of thousands of Australians, men and women who served in the Great War with bravery and distinction. I welcome the formation of a Saluting Monash Council and fully support the Jerilderie proposition to secure one step in rank, long overdue promotion for Sir John Monash." Signed, the Honourable Josh Frydenberg. That's a very clear-cut declaration from a senior Cabinet Minister, and I welcome that from the member for Kooyong. I'd just like to make 2 points only in addition. Prime Minister W.M. Hughes initially allowed the promotion of John Monash, very impressed with the Battle of Hamel, soaked up the victory cables that came through when Hughes was visiting Paris just after the 4th of July 1918, that exemplar battle, 93 minutes, success achieved, but then got very jealous of John Monash and jammed his promotion. He kept him at a Lieutenant General. Every other country promoted their Lieutenant Generals to General in November, December 1918. No, Hughes jammed him at Lieutenant General, wouldn't allow him to come back. He arrived back in Melbourne on Boxing Day 1919. Let's all do more on that. I accuse W.M. Hughes of discrimination, dereliction of duty, and overt sin of failing and vetoing the promotion of John Monash at that time to General and or Field Marshal. But I also accuse former Prime Minister S.M. Bruce of sins of omission with regard to John Monash. And more of that will unfold as we push out more information over the next few weeks. Let me simply say this is about correcting a wrong that goes to the core fabric of our nation. Not quite as big as the Dreyfus affair in France, but in some ways not dissimilar. And I think it's just terrific that you've all turned up, and many of the organisations you represent, including Leon Kempler from the Chamber, have made very clear-cut declarations of support And I think in a roundabout sort of way, I leave you with the thought that the Department of Veterans Affairs has been a bit cunning as well. The new interpretive centre being built behind the Villers-Brettoneux Cemetery on the Hamel side of Villers-Brettoneux, as a matter of fact, is not called the Lieutenant General Monash, is not called the General Monash. It is simply going to be called the Sir John Monash Interpretive Centre, thus allowing for us to proceed without them having to change all the nameplates on this new centre, which is opening. Simply put, the objective of this council, which will abolish itself within 6 months of achievement, proceeds going to Renata Bernardi and the others associated with the, and have been associated with the John Monash Scholarship Foundation and the Spirit of Australia, is this, and I'll close on this. As a salute to all members of the AIF, and following on the outstanding contribution of General Sir John Monash to state and nation before, during and after World War I, and reflecting the fact that Sir John Monash received no Australian awards or honours post the 11th of November 1918. The Prime Minister approved by Government Gazette publication, bipartisan support, the posthumous promotion of one step in rank of General Sir John Monash to the rank of Australian Field Marshal with effect the 11th of November 1930, 1 year after Monash was eventually promoted belatedly to the rank of General. I support the dual rule proposition. I welcome you all here in support of the dual rule proposition.